Hey family, good morning. Hope you are having an amazing day. I woke up breathing, so it's all good after that as far as I'm concerned. But wanted to talk today about a concept that I always mention, as a tag in a lot of my videos, and that's being living authentically and unapologetically. Unapologetically is you. And I know a lot of times people just don't quite grasp, especially the idea of being unapologetic. That can take on a negative connotation. But I want to explain that idea and what it means in the sense of how you operate day to day, and that's living authentically and unapologetically. So the idea of authentic simply means, or is defined as, of undisputed origin. Okay, that it's authentic. It's something that you can't say is it wherever it originated, whoever made it or what, that the origin of what it is undisputed. Okay, so from a really a self-development and spiritual perspective, that means that anything that is from within you, you don't or can't dispute, because it came from within you. It's something that is you. Okay, and when you live authentically, or when you are authentically, you'll find that there comes a day when there's just this inner peace about yourself. Okay, now this is connected to unapologetic because, especially, and you got to think of this in terms, and I got to contrast this a little bit to Christianity so you'll understand what I'm talking about. But as Christians, a lot of times, one of the biggest control factors for us was the idea of being judged by others. Okay, that we were being judged, that we weren't living up to the expectations or the rules of Christianity. Okay, so we lived in a way that we always had to check who we are. And if we didn't live up to the expectations of Christianity, then essentially we had to apologize in a way of changing our behavior or living inauthentically from that place. And it ends up causing a person to live miserably. I'm on a little bit of different route today, so I might have to dodge some cars. So if y'all see me stop, dropping, and rolling from dodging a car, y'all know what's up. Okay, so but I'll come back. So but at any rate, so unapologetically simply means that you are okay with who you are. You love who you are, and you live your life in a way that you live it with no regrets. Okay, and that doesn't mean that unapologetically doesn't mean that you're going to be that you can be ugly and nasty to people and then never apologize for it. I remember somebody one day made a comment on a video or a post that I did, and they were insulting to me, with what they said, and I pushed back and said, hey, that's insulting. That's not where I'm coming from, and the way you said that is insulting. And they come back and go, well, you said live unapologetically. I must have blocked their ass so quick. Like, you too doggone stupid to know. You're too doggone stupid to know that insulting, there's a difference between being insulting to someone and not. That's just it made no sense to me. But at any rate, unapologetic means that you live it with no regrets. And that might mean that if you do hurt someone, that you do apologize to them, and because you value them as another human being, you value them as a reflection of yourself, and you want to take care of that person in that moment, because you care. But living in a way that you're not apologizing for who you are, from the Christian perspective, you're not asking for forgiveness for some reason because they didn't deem that you measured up to whatever the rules were, okay? In that way, you cannot live life from a place of peace, of inner peace, because that's really what you're striving to do, is to bring that inner peace and that inner bliss for yourself, okay? So recognize that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, that and you're never disconnected. You know, that was another thing that within Christianity we were taught a lot of times, that we could be disconnected from God, or God will turn his back on us and stuff like that. That's never the case, you know, because you are connected to the source. You are the source, just from another perspective. That's all it is. You're never disconnected. But you can live in a way that makes it seem like you're disconnected, okay? You can live in a way when you're not being authentic, okay? When you're not being yourself, or you're not able to be comfortable with being who you are, and you live apologizing for who you are, then yes, you can seem disconnected, okay? And it's because you cannot grasp the source of the knowledge and information that you're living by, okay? So never think that I'm saying that you should be ugly and mean to people, because this is something that I've learned to recognize, but the difference between arrogance and confidence, okay? A confident person is comfortable with who they are, and that does come from an inner place of peace, okay? And then they relate to people from that inner place of peace. But an arrogant person is really afraid of being found out, because they don't know who they are. They're living what they feel is inauthentic. They're lying to people, or they're feeling like they're living the imposter syndrome, and they want to cover that up, and they masquerade as being confident, but it is two different ways of being, okay? So arrogant is masquerading as confident, when on the inside you're really afraid, okay? You're really afraid of being found out, because you know when they do find out, then you know your life is over. You know, of course your life is not over, but you know, but that arrogant person reacts that way, and they talk to people in a way, you know, they can be mean to people, you know, in ways that just is off-putting. All right, so living unapologetically and authentically you is about recognizing who you are and being okay with who you are and loving who you are, okay? Loving who you are becoming, who you are evolving to every single day, okay? Now, at Kemetic Centered Living, of course, I teach and give you tools and processes to make that happen, you know, to help you to be on track with that, okay? To help you develop that. And that's why I always end with the tagline of, you know, at Kemetic Centered Living, you learn to live life boldly, authentically, unapologetically, and on your terms without guilt or shame, you know? And that's another part of what Christianity did for us a lot of times. We had to live through feeling guilty about who we are, you know, feeling shameful and inappropriate to life because of who we are. No, okay? You don't live that way, ever. Love you. That's how you're going to evolve the quickest, and that's how you're going to enjoy life the most, by being authentic and unapologetically you. All right? This is Reginald Kuakaru, and I'm signing out. And at Kemetic Centered Living, of course, you live life boldly, authentically, unapologetically, and on your terms without guilt and shame. Here, I teach you, other people can teach you about spirituality, but I teach you how to spirituality. All right? That's what it's about. Hey, have a wonderful day, my people, and I will talk to you another time, okay? Bye-bye.